Hey everyone, welcome to today. It's Trans Day Visibility. So that's cool. So it's our day to be visible and to talk about our lives and things. So I wanted to talk about some things. Um, I just want to talk about a little bit of my recent trans experience. Um, I don't know how that's. Anyways, keep going, Joe. So, last weekend, I was at the ER because it seemed like I was having a seizure, possibly. So, so I like woke up in the ER. Didn't know why I was there, how I got there, but I sort of figured it out. But then after a little while, I realized that I was not in the medical part of the ER, but they had put me in the psychiatric part of the ER. Um, and I was like, why the fuck did they do that? What's going on? So, I eventually figured out that basically my because they figured out that I was trans and because they figured out that I was on like some mental health medications, they decided that I was faking and they put me in. They decided I was a psychiatric case and then they made me go to the psychiatric hospital where I was like, listen, this is a medical problem. I need a doctor for this, not a psychiatrist. And they were like, okay, you can go home. And I was like, okay, great. Nobody helped me still. Um, so that was like a little bit of a frightening experience, but also like a kind of eye-opening because I have been on testosterone for about 3 months now. Yeah, 3 months, and it is like I don't know, it's becoming more and more apparent. Um, so so I'm starting to like I guess I like before I could pass most of the time as female if I chose to. I didn't really want to, but it was like assumed on me a lot. And now people are having more and more questions. So I'm like losing that passing privilege, um, which I knew I was going to lose. And I had already I've already been very clearly trans for a long time, but now it's becoming more, everything's changing. So it now I feel like a little bit because I realized that this is like a thing that's possibly going to happen more often where or like already has happened a lot. Like I just got some new awareness because of new experience and I was like, okay, uh so I was like, so when I go to a hospital, are they going to treat me medically or are they going to assume all the time that my problems are because I'm trans or because I have mental health things that I manage? Um, so that's like, mm, I feel very anxious about that all the time right now. Because I don't know what's wrong with my body or like what I'm sick with. So this is like a little bit of intersectionality of like disability and illness and being trans and how it all affects each other. Um, so I've also had I've talked to some people about I've been talking to people that I know about what's going on because I'm trying to figure out what's going on and it's important to get input. However, a, there's been there's been input a few times now, which is like your problems are because you are trans. Like people thinking that I'm sick because of like dysphoria, like that dysphoria made my body be in super pain. So I've been like trying to like understand why that's been happening and trying to come to terms with that happening, I guess, and like figure out how to move forward. So today I was at another doctor's appointment and I put down that I'm on testosterone because I want them because I'm like, it's a medicine that I'm on and they should know that. But but then they're always like, why? And I'm like, ugh. And so I'm like, do it. Then I have to talk about then I have to figure out how to if it's safe or not. So, So that is like a new, because my physical health is getting more difficult. It's I'm noticing the ways that being trans means that is like causing mental health professionals to make an assumption, or causing health professionals to make an assumption about me, and about what my problems might be caused from. And it even causes like everyday people to like just not medical professional people to think that I am sick because I'm trans, or like that trans is somehow connected to my health problems or my like it seems like I don't know. I just keep thinking about that hospital trip and being in the psych ward and being like, why are you thinking that I'm faking something that I'm is I'm like, how do you why would you fake something like that? Why? Um Anyways, so that is an experience I'm having about being trans that is definitely one of the more difficult experiences. I mean, there's a lot of difficult ones, but this is a really difficult one that that I'm like still figuring out how to like navigate and understand and strategize about how to move forward with this. There's a really helpful article though that my housemate shared with me that I'll put a link to about it's like the trans broken arm let me try and speak trans broken arm syndrome, and it's an article about how often trans people go to the hospital or go to a doctor for a problem not related to being trans, like a broken arm, and the medical professionals will not know how to treat you because you are trans. They will think that everything is boiled down to you being trans, or they'll be trying to understand the transness, I guess. So, link to the article down below because in case you want to check that out. Um, so the um, yep, that's what I want to talk about today. Ouch! I just scratched at my tattoo and I shouldn't have. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Okay. I'm gonna go and probably be on Tumblr a bunch because I love Tumblr or something. I hope you all are having good days and I hope to see you again very soon with more updates about my life and more fun things for you to watch. And until then, believe yourself and believe in yourself and have a great day and keep living. And I'm going to see you very soon. Bye.